In my line of work as a mental health and family psychotherapist, I have encountered people that hold different myths around trauma. One of the most common ones is that if you have experienced a traumatic event at one point in your life, that you are going to suffer from PTSD. And that is not true. And of course, it does not help that we live in a culture where the word trauma is loosely used. Now, research has shown that in order for trauma to be identified, 3 key E's need to be, identified. The first E is the event. So basically, the event or the circumstance in which the trauma happens needs to be violent, life-altering, and life-threatening. In other words, they are experiences that are directly harmful to us physically or even psychologically. Now, these events could happen to younger people, could happen to individuals, could happen to families, or even communities. The second E is the experience. So the way we are going to experience a similar traumatic event is going to be different. For example, if a similar event or a similar traumatic event is happening to a 3-year-old child, they are likely to be impacted. The trauma is likely to impact them much more than if the similar event is happening to an adult who has better coping mechanisms. Or, for example, if somebody who is causing this trauma to you is doing it intentionally versus if it was an accident, or if this person who is causing the trauma to you are dependent on that person as opposed to a stranger that you don't even know, or if it was the first time you are experiencing trauma. Again, it could look different from somebody who has experienced a similar thing over and over again. The last E is the effects. People will be affected differently, whether it's physically or mentally. They are going to be affected differently, even though they've experienced a similar event. It could be for some people, it could be in the shorter periods of time. For other people, it could be in the long run. For some people, it could even last a lifetime. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the way trauma is going to affect us will depend on our different circumstances, but most importantly on the supports we had or the lack of thereof. For more mental health nuggets, please follow us on Family Life and Beyond. If you have any questions, if you need any support around mental health challenges, feel free to DM us. Thank you and have a wonderful